And welcome to Royal Stadium. We have senior night going on right now, and you have gotten here just in time to join us about midway through. We're going to go to the PA mic and let you hear the introductions and see some of the senior players coming around on the field right now. And then we will be back with the coaches show right after that. But you are watching senior night here at Royal Stadium. And welcome to the pregame coaches show. I'm the coach Dick Cox, joined by Coach Lynn Fleming. Well, Coach, you dodged one bullet Friday night. That was a really big game against Union County, a game that both teams really needed to win, though. And you were able to come out with a very impressive win by the score of 54-27.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a great win. You know, like I told you last week, you know, this is playoff time for us. I mean, every game matters. Every game from here on out matters. Every game's important. So, you know, it's just kind of what we're pressing on guys that you know, we don't have. There's not a lot of wiggle room. You know, we got to go win and we got to go take care of business, and you know, now's the time to do it.
Had some great performances by a lot of people. Our players of the week on offense were Braxton Turner and Jay Prater on defense, though. But Braxton had his typical good game, and you got a close to a 300-yard total offense game by Dylan Ramirez. Jameer Dewberry had over 200 total yards and I think 4 touchdowns in there, and just a lot of key plays on that side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, Jay Prater intercepted 2 passes. Noah Quinn gets a fumble returned, and I believe, did he break the single season tackle record Friday night?
You know, I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and ask Coach Reed, you know, who does our stats and stuff on that. I'm not sure if he did or not. He's got to be getting up there close.
I knew that he had like 123, and he was like 7 away, and I think he had 14 tackles.
Yeah,
so.
If he did that, then yes, sir, that's the case.
And again, you had fumble recovery by Big Mike early in the game, though. So, again, just a good overall performance last week.
It was, and, you know, for us to win football games, that's what we have to have. We have to have a lot of people making plays for us, and we did that, especially offensively. You know, Dylan played well, of course, Jameer, and, you know, Jameer doesn't play well if our offensive line doesn't play well. So those guys had a solid game up front, did a great job for us, and you know, our receivers did a good job, and Braxton, you know, I think he had 6 catches for about 60 yards, but you know, what sold the guys on Braxton was the way he blocked. You know, I think he's our second leading pancake guy on the team as a receiver. You know, so he loves contact. You know, he's a very physical player, and defensively we had a lot of guys make a lot of plays. You know, we just played with a lot of intensity and a lot of guys getting to the ball, and Jay was able to pick off a couple balls that were very, very big for us in very key situations. You know, but probably the play of the game was the long run we had. You know, Jameer runs it down, and guy punches it out, and you know, next thing you know, you see Union County going back the other way with the football, and Zion Wilkins, who you know, comes across the field and just reaches in there and punches it out, and we return it, and he going in and scored. You know, that was you know, a huge play in the game. So, you know, we had so many guys that just made plays for us, and you know, like I said, for us to be successful and for us to win, that's what we have to have. We have to have a lot of guys. We can't just rely on one or two. We have to have a lot of guys making plays, and that's what happened Friday night for us.
Well, this is, in a way, is kind of a sad game coming up this week because it's senior night, and you've got a lot of great seniors on your team and all like that. Though, can you just talk a little bit about some of the guys that will be playing their final game at Royal Stadium?
Well, a lot of these guys. I'm going to talk about several of these guys that have played with us, been in our program for 4 years. And it's been. As far as my first year, my first year here, those guys were in middle school. So to be able to come through the program, and the guys that we have left in the program have done a tremendous job for us. Have worked really hard. I know the Broome community, Broome fan base, and the coaching staff, just really appreciate all their hard work and what they've done and the time and effort they put in, and they're just continuing to lay the foundation. Every year we're getting a little bit better, we're getting a little bit closer, a little bit more competitive, and those guys are a big part of that. And what they've done, not just in the games that they played, but the standard that they've set on and off the field, and in the classroom. So we're just real proud of this group, and we know they're going to do incredible things moving forward. And just like always, we can't wait to see what their next chapter is, and we know they're going to be successful doing it.
Well, I tell you, two of the guys, senior players, have meant a lot to me, and I appreciate this, that they have come every week to Pizza Inn, whether they've got an award or not, and that is Braxton Turner and Cam Moore. They have come and supported their teammates and been happy for them, and the two of them have given their teammates a standing ovation after every award.
Yeah.
And that kind of shows me a lot with those kids right there, but they both have won it. Well, Braxton, this will be his second time winning it. Cam won it earlier in the year right there, though. But it doesn't matter to them that they didn't win it or anything. Some kids may be disappointed or upset, but these guys are happy for their teammates. And like I say, they come and support them and give them a standing ovation. The two of them, you can always tell when the person finishes, they're going to stand up and give them a standing ovation.
Well, and that's what you got to have to have a chance to be successful on the field, or have a chance to be successful in life. You got to be able to celebrate others' victories as well, and other accomplishments. And those guys are just epitome of our program, and what we're trying to teach and what we're trying to accomplish. And it's two outstanding young men.
Let's talk for just a second right now, too, that the future looks bright, that the middle school team won the championship. I saw where JVs had a good win last night over Woodruff, and I believe they defeated Union County, too. But just, talk about your feeder programs, how they've done this year.
Well, and it's all started with our youth league. The time Coach Bridges, Coach Derry, Coach Sullivan, those guys have been out, and Coach Bridges usually has a coach kind of assigned to every team that helps. And we got a lot of good coaches in our youth league program that want our community, that want our program to be successful. And if you've been to any of our youth league games, you see that. I mean, our kids go out and play hard, and our kids go out and they play well. And our middle school group was really the first group that we've had when Coach Bridges kind of got this thing started, that were ours, kind of running our stuff, our system, and those guys, last year I think they were 5-6-1, and this year they're sitting at 6-0, just won the conference championship. Our JV team right now sitting they're at 7-2. They lost a tough one to Spartanburg and a tough one to a good Clinton team. But these guys they're learning how to win at a young age. And not only that, they're when they step on the field, they're expecting to win, and that's come from our development in our youth league, which has been such a tremendous thing. Those again, I can't say enough to those coaches down there that instill that in them from a young age, and and they can see the product of their work coming through now with the middle school. From the JV, that group of ninth graders, actually the first year that we started, and then that's just going to push all the way through. And we're excited about those guys getting to us, and and what their future holds. Just because, like I said, just to the expectations. Their expectations are now to win football games. When they step on the field, they believe they're going to win. There's no doubt in their mind that they're going to go out there and win a football game. And so we're excited about the future at Broome High School and excited about the future of the football program, in the direction we're headed.
And again, a lot of those guys that you just talked about, you've got a great senior class this year. You're going to need some of them to be able to plug in and be ready to go next year.
Absolutely.
To continue on with what these guys have done and all.
And we have some guys that we're excited about them doing that. So, it's you try to stay. You don't want to keep looking ahead and all this stuff because you know what you got coming. Right now we want to focus on tonight. We want to focus on winning the football game tonight and giving these guys a chance to again to get in the playoffs and go win a state championship.
You got Woodruff tonight, and that's no easy task. That I tell you what, when Broome and Woodruff get together, it's always going to be a hard-fought, great match. I will never forget the playoff win over there a couple of years ago when they had won big earlier in the year due to Broome having a lot of injuries and the things just going wrong. I know you enjoyed having another shot at them,
Absolutely.
though. But they're going to give you a battle and all. I'm glad this game's here. But just tell me a little bit about what you've seen from Woodruff. I know they've kind of been up and down at times, but do you feel like maybe they've kind of settled in and gotten their act together now?
Well, they have one big thing that they had a quarterback get hurt early in the year, and he's back now. Which I'm glad he is. You never want to see a kid be hurt, and he's back and he's played the last couple of games, and and what he does is he brings stability to their program. He's a solid player, manages the game well. He's not a guy that's really going to hurt you running the football or anything like that. But he manages the game well. He gets guys lined up, gets them in the formation they need to be in. Relays the information and throws the ball well. He's got 4 receivers that can go get it. So he just does a good job managing the game. And he brings a sense of calm to their program. They have 2 running backs that can go the distance at any time. So they're a solid football team, and anytime you play a Bradley Adams football team, they're going to play hard. From the first snap to the last play in the fourth quarter. So that's what we expect tonight, and I think our guys are excited about it, and it's going to be a battle from start to finish.
What do you can we expect? And you expect to see them try to do on offense tonight?
Well, it all depends on what we're trying to take away. Everything you do is kind of based on down the distance or tendency, and you can expect those guys to get up to the line of scrimmage and give us a hard count and look to the sideline to get a play call. So, he's going to try to take, what's given there defensively, and when guys line up, and Coach Sullivan, those guys got a great game plan tonight. We're going to not try to tip our hand until after they do that, and at that point, and then. We'll get lined up and hopefully be able to make a play. So, offensively, again, they're going to try to take what you give them, and they do a good job of doing that and have enough weapons to be able to do that. So we're just going to have to do a good job of disguising what we're trying to do just to try to steal some possessions and get some turnovers.
Defensively, what do you expect to see on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, we've seen a couple different fronts from these guys, so we're not so sure if we're going to see an even front or an odd front, and we prepare for both. We're expecting it to be a tendency type situation. What they think we're going to do, whether run the football or throw the football, from based on down the distance or what we've done in the past, and we're not really sure. Like I said, we've been preparing all week for both, to run our game plan and our things against both fronts. So there's no surprise when we get out there. So, you never know what you're going to see until you get out there on Friday night. They may have a totally different game plan and may do something totally different. And, our job, our coaches do a great job during the week of just trying to show as much as we possibly can within their scheme. So, again, nothing's a surprise when we get out there on Friday night.
And their kicking game, I know they always seem to come up with a kid who can kick a 40-yard field goal.
They do.
And do they have another one of those this year?
They do. They have a kid that kicks the ball well. He kicks off well. He's going to line up on the hash and probably kick it down the hash. And he kicks it usually within the 10 or 5 yard line. He kicks the ball well. So he can also field goals. He's probably pretty solid from 35 in. So he does a great job kicking the football as well. So their special teams is pretty solid as well.
Centurions are still in a playoff hunt. This is another game right here that could be really big. And can you explain a little bit about the tiebreaker system to our people that have been asking me?
Yeah, I mean, it's of course everything you want to be is head to head. But you get in a situation where it's a 3-way tie. Where guys have beat each other, then it goes to defensive points among those teams. And then once you break that tie with defensive points, once you get a predetermined winner out of that, then it goes back to head-to-head. So, try to do everything head-to-head as much as they can. But in some situations, again, where teams have beaten each other, then you have to go to defensive points for the first tiebreaker and then go back to head-to-head to establish that. So, and be honest with you, we got a Coach Burris on staff. He's got all this stuff figured out. I'm not smart enough to figure that out, so I don't even worry about it. I just, I want our goal is to win tonight and win next Friday and hopefully, eliminate any possibilities may be out there.
You always hate it when it goes to tiebreakers, numbers, everything like that, because then you look back at plays. Certain plays in a game and things like that, though. Well, this is going to be a good opportunity tonight to see another good football team come to Royal Stadium and play against the Centurions, and this is going to be a game. We're going to send the seniors out with a positive note though. That's something I always remembered on telling my senior players. You always go win that last home game because you won't think of any of the rest of them, but you'll remember the last game you played there. So
well, and tonight it's going to have a lot of meanings, from senior night to playoffs so it's going to be a big game in a lot of ways.
Well, good luck, and we look forward to talking to you after the ball game.
Well, Coach, I always appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. And welcome back to Royal Stadium. The national anthem was just sung by several of the Broome students. I got to get situated here. Coach Sullivan wanted me to come up. We didn't get our handshake for the game, so I had to go up on top of the press box and meet him, and I hit my head going through the opening. My big head didn't fit through, so I about knocked myself out. So I'm trying to get resituated right now. And we're just minutes away from getting this party started in this extremely important game tonight with the Woodruff Wolverines. Broome Centurions still are battling for a playoff spot. And again, almost like every game they play from here on out has some type of playoff meaning to it. So I've got my eye in the sky, Will Hickson, next to me. And congratulations again, Wills. You guys won yesterday again, too. I think y'all are undefeated, 7-0. Is that correct? 6-0. 6-0. And they play Gable here Tuesday at 5. So if you're not doing anything, come on over to Royal Stadium and see the undefeated Centurions middle school team. Here come the Centurions. Seniors up front, Braxton Turner leading the crowd down out of the stands.
On this side, Dylan Ramirez. Those are two guys I'm really going to miss. This is their final game in Royal Stadium tonight, but I've had a lot of fun with those guys over the last 3 years, messing with them at Pizza Inn and Braxton, and Cam Moore. They come every week and give standing ovations to the players that win the awards, though. They are my kind of guys. They are two wild and crazy guys. Centurions now are heading out to meet behind the goalpost and will burst through the banner in just a minute. While the captains tonight are Dylan Ramirez, Cam Moore, number 1, Jameer Dewberry, and number 21, that is Anthony Armstrong. And then all of the senior players are co-captains. So you can see them heading out tonight. They're going to stay back around the hash mark. It is pink night tonight. And I forgot, I didn't know that. I would have worn my pink tonight. Well, you should have reminded me of that. So, captains are in the center of the field exchanging pleasantries now. Saying, how y'all doing tonight? You have a safe ride over from Woodruff, and officials are saying, now tonight are we going to Crawford's, Zaxby's, Pizza Inn? Where are we going for our post-game meal tonight? So that's what they're discussing out there. You always wonder what they talk about out there. It's not heads or tails. It's just chewing the fat. So Woodruff is the visiting team. And it was interesting Wednesday when I did the Big South Media Day. One of my questions in the lightning round was heads or tails. That most of the people called heads. I always told my captains to call tails, and we got the ball more times than not. Okay, the Centurions will receive and will get the ball first, so we will probably not get to see the onside kick to start the game like we did last week unless Woodruff comes up with that idea. So, again, we are just seconds away from getting this party started here at Royal Stadium. We got a beautiful night for football tonight. Centurions are heading over to their banner now. Wolverines are already on the field. Broome tonight is wearing the royal blue jerseys with the Vegas gold numerals, white pants, Vegas gold helmets. Woodruff wearing the maroon pants with the white jerseys with the maroon and gold numerals in the maroon color helmet. So that is our fashion update for tonight. And we're looking right now at kickoff time. It is 66 degrees, and here come your Centurions. Being led on the field by number 52 was the leader of the bunch tonight. That is Aubrey Hemphill, a junior. And the rest of the team is following out, though. But the Centurions will get the ball first tonight. And, again, this is two very good football teams. This should be a wide-open game tonight. And the kickoff team comes on. We see number 5, that is Wilkins. Number 10, Braxton Turner, along with 14, that is Carlos Cohen. And Gaspar, let's see if Gaspar's doing the kickoffs. I know he handles, no, they've got a different kickoff man. It is Logan Gaspar handling it. So we are ready to get this show on the road here. And here the kick is going to be end over end. And it's going to be a little shorter one. Caught at the 15 by Cohen. Cohen looking for daylight. Cohen hits the hole, breaks the tackle. Carlos Cohen off to the races. Carlos Cohen gets it to the midfield stripe. And that's where the Centurions will start this game with excellent field position on an outstanding kickoff return by Carlos Cohen. So on the 50, the nose of the ball on the 50-yard line. And there we go on first down. Dewberry with about a 9-yard run on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Again, just underway here at Royal Stadium on senior night. We're glad you could tune in and join us. Quickly the line. No backs in the backfield. 3 receivers at the top. Dewberry in motion. Dewberry takes the handoff. He's going to cut it up. He's going to get the pizza in 1st and 10. And it's another pizza in 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School. So the Centurions get their first down of the game. Nose of the ball on the 40-yard line. Ramirez in the shotgun. Braxton Turner comes in motion. Now he lines up at H-back position. Ball's given to Dewberry. Dewberry looking for a hole. He breaks it up. He gets to about the 36-yard line for a gain of 4 on the play. Didn't give him a good spot on that. Second down, 7 yards to go. This is the final home game tonight of the regular season. The Centurions honored their seniors before the game. 2 receivers to each side. Dropping back to pass is Ramirez. He's got Dewberry open out of the backfield. Dewberry is going to go down to about the 35-yard line. So Jameer Dewberry. And it's another pizza in 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School. So Dewberry off to a good start tonight. Last week he had 2 touchdowns rushing, 2 running, and had over 200 yards in offense. There goes the man in motion. This time it's going to be Carlos Cohen. Cohen gets down to about the 34-yard line, and that's going to be it. 2nd down, a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down, 8 to go.
It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
And this drive is being brought to you by Stewart Paint Service. Is a sponsor of our Centurion drive. So the Centurions started this drive on the 50-yard line and have marched down to the Woodruff, 24-yard line, I believe. And I believe Cohen is checking out of the ball game now. Was that an equipment issue with him? Yes. Checking in is going to be Hall, number 13. That is Matthew Hall, the junior. Clock running now. On the play clock, 9 minutes, 25 seconds to go. First quarter action, first possession of the game. Ramirez in the shotgun. He's going to keep it this time. He's looking for a hole. He's going to get maybe a yard or 2, and then it's going to be slung backwards on the play. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. Let's see where they spot 3rd down and 7. Cohen checks back in the ball game. And we are definitely in 2-down territory right now. Cam Moore and Cohen are split to the top of the screen. Wow, Centurions have got everybody in tight right now. Faking the handoff, throwing the ball, wide open man, and that's Cam Moore, Mr. Dependable. Cam Moore gets the pizza in 1st and 10. In 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School. So a new set of downs now for the Centurions. No backs in the backfield this time. Man in motion, high snap. And Ramirez has the fall on it. I believe Paul Lee, the center, is getting a little pumped up right there. Put a little juice on that one. Paul's one of my former students back when I was teaching. Paul is a rascal. I saw Paul today when I was over at the school. I was picking at him today after we taped the coaches show this morning. But I'm glad to see that Paul is doing well here at Broome. All right, second down and about 13 now. On the sweep right now, trying to turn the corner, looking for a block, and getting down inside the 10. That's going to be Carlos Cohen on the carry, and it's going to be okay, so he got back the yards he lost on first down plus some. It's going to be probably third down and about 4 yards to go. Again, 2-down territory for the Centurions now. This has been a well-organized drive here, the first drive of the game. Coach Brent Bridges has mixed up the play calls, shown a lot of things. Offset backfield now, 2 backs in the backfield. Ball's going to be handed off to Cohen. Cohen gets it down to the 5, and it's going to be, 4th down and 1, I believe. Let's see where they spot the ball. So actually, it's going to be backed up a little bit more than that, I think. Fourth down and 3 yards to go. $15 on the play clock. Centurions have got the ball on the 6-yard line of the Woodruff Wolverines now. 2 receivers to the top. Ball snapped quick on the option. Look, Dylan Ramirez is going to keep it and drive forward, and I believe he's got the first down. Well, let's see. Did he? They're saying they said he did not get the first down. So it will be Wolverines ball at their own 5-yard line. So nice drive, comes up short. Broome on defense now. Quarterback for Woodruff is Carson Tucker. Low snap, it's in the ground, back in the end zone. He fires it to a wide open receiver who catches the ball. Wow, what a turn of events. That looked like that was going to have safety written all over it. And he quickly got up. That's just how they drew it up. Wow, what a break for the Wolverines. Quarterback just threw it to get rid of it and had a man out there wide open because everybody was going after the loose football in the end zone. And it's going to be a Pete's End first down, ball out at the 32-yard line. Hand it off to a running back now, up the middle, trying to turn it up, out to about the 38-yard line on the play. And I believe that was number 9 on the carry. Looking to throw the ball complete to number 23. And it looked like he's got the first down, but it looked like Braxton Turner was being held then. So it's a Pizza Inn first and 10 across midfield.
Pizza Inn first and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located.
All right, quickly to the line. Woodruff has 3 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 back in the backfield. Man in motion this time is number 42. They shift to the offside there, looking to throw a little swing pass to the running back. He's got it complete and stopped after about a 1-yard gain on the play. He's trying to see who that was on the tackle, and I believe that was Dylan Ramirez that came up from his safety position. Yes, it was Dylan Ramirez on the tackle. Second down 9, a 1-yard gain. Twins to both sides. Tucker throws it, it's complete, got his little screen pass. His receivers got the first down, going down the sidelines, and finally going to be tripped up.
1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School. So Woodruff looking to drive right now. Have marched down to the Centurion red zone. Tucker gives it to his running back, and it's a short gain on the play. And let's see, there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football. Okay, they're marching this one off against the Centurions. Ball's going to be spotted at the 9-yard line. And they're calling personal foul on the Centurions. So Woodruff in business now with a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Looking to get the play called in.
Now make it 1st and goal on the 9-yard line.
Tucker looks over to get the signal from his head coach. He's got 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. And takes the handoff right now, given to the running back. And that looks like Dewberry, who's got him and going to drop him after a short gain on the play. Like on the carry then was Elmore, the running back. So it's going to bring up 2nd and goal now. Receivers to both sides. Tucker in the shotgun, one back there with him. And again, they're looking over to get the play now. Look for the Centurions. Might be change up a little defense after he saw the defense and all. Might be a little cat and mouse game here. Ball's given to the running back. He's going to be tackled about the 6-yard line. See Braxton Turner in on that tackle right there. So it's going to be 3rd and goal now. The ball is at the 6-yard line. 3 receivers this time to the left. Out of the shotgun. Dropping back to pass, sprinting out, firing a pass. And in the end zone, touchdown Woodruff. Here's the snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Cleepers Construction. If you are looking to build a new home, remodel, or just add additions to your house, call Shane Cleeper at 864-205-9536. Okay, so after the Centurion drive stalled at the Woodruff 5, it looked like disaster for Woodruff as the snap on their first play went awry and was rolling around in the end zone for possible safety. Well, Woodruff quarterback very quickly picked it up and threw it to get rid of it before safety, but one of his guys caught it for a 30-yard gain, and then they proceeded to march on down to take the early lead 7-0. Gaspar set to kick off for the Wolverines. It's going to be a line drive kick. It's going to be
fielded by Carlos Carson. Up the field he's coming, looking for a hole. Still coming, breaking tackles. He's above the 30, out to about the 37-yard line before he's finally stopped. So Carlos Carson doing a good job of running these kicks back tonight. The first kickoff return was all the way to the 50. Centurions now trail, but will have good field position to start this drive.
38-yard line.
Dylan Ramirez has no backs in the backfield. 3 receivers up top, 1 in the bottom. DeBerry in motion. Ramirez is going to keep it right up the middle. He's going to get out to about the 48-yard line. I tell you what, we are getting awful spots tonight. It's going to be 2nd and 1. He was past the 48-yard line. But our guys in the striped shirts have not impressed me with their spots tonight. 2nd down, 1 yard to go. Play signaled in. Again, same formation. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Ramirez gets it this time. He's going to keep it. He's looking for a hole. He gets down to about the 45. Let's see. They'll probably spot this back at the 50 the way they've been spotting.
And it's another Pizza Inn 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School.
Okay, so move the chains. Ball is across the midfield stripe. In the words of my friend Alan Knight, the ball is going to be on the 55-yard line. Ramirez looking for somebody. He throws it on purpose at the ground rather than taking the loss. That was a veteran senior quarterback play there. Rather than taking the sack, he got rid of it, and had his man caught it, he would have been thrown for a loss. So he just threw it at the receiver, threw it at Wilkins' feet. So you live to play another down. Is 2nd and 10 right now. Play signaled in. 3 receivers to the top of the field, 1 to the bottom. DeBerry goes back to his position in the backfield. He's going out now. He's in the flat. He's wide open. Fires it over the middle. And that's who is that over the middle right there? That's my man, Cam Moore. Cam Moore. Cam Moore has been kind of silent the last few games, but I'm going to have to show him, tell him he showed some speed on that reception. And it's another Pizza Inn 1st and 10, but a huge reception by Cam Moore over the middle. That Ramirez actually had several receivers. DeBerry was open out in the flat. Nobody picked him up either. So Moore is split all the way out, top the screen. Cohen goes in motion. He's going to catch the ball on the little flare pass. Good blocking outside. Turns the corner. He's going to be down. Did he get in? Touchdown, Centurions! Carlos Cohen takes the little flare pass, and that time he had great blocking by Cam Moore and the other receiver on that side of the field. It was Braxton Turner, but they did a great job of blocking on that play. So all you youngsters out there, receiving is not just catching the ball, but you've got to be a good blocker, and those two guys did a great job of blocking. Mason Dixon on for the PAT. The snap is up, and the kick is good.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Cleepers Construction. If you are looking to build a new home, remodel, or just add additions to your house, call Shane Cleeper at 864-205-9536.
All right, we are getting ready for the Larry's Trophies kickoff right here. Centurions answer right back after Woodruff drove 95 yards. Broome comes back with their own drive. And we're all knotted up at 7. And there's the onside kick. I see you. Blow on it, blow on it, blow on it. Ball curved and went the wrong way. So the Centurions went with the onside kick. They've had some success with it and did not go 10.
This kickoff has been brought to you by Larry's Trophies. Go by and see our friend Terry Hall at Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Boyne Springs.
All right, Wolverines come back with 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Shift one man over, man in motion, number 6 right here. Ball's just going to be pitched to him, trying to turn the corner. And nice defensive play then. That's Dylan Ramirez is getting it done on both sides of the ball. And that may bring us to the end of the quarter right now, that we've got 24 seconds and running. Quickly the line comes Woodruff. Woodruff likes to race to the line and get you to jump, and then they look over and get the play call after they see how the defense is lined up to give the coaches a chance to see it. But I don't know if they'll get this ball snapped. They do. Quick pass is going to be caught by the receiver. Make the tackle, and boom! They did, and they finished him off up there. Nice gang tackling then by the Centurions, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Don't have to move the ball very far, but your score at the end of one quarter is the Broome Centurions 7, the Woodruff Wolverines 7. We'll be back in just a second.
This timeout is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. And when you're at Royal Stadium, take time out to stop by the Broome Athletic Booster Club stand to check out the latest in the fall Centurion apparel. This Broome Drive is brought to you by Stewart Paint Service, LLC. For your interior and exterior needs for your home or your business, contact Frankie Stewart or Chase Bridges at 864-316-8495. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion
Centurions
football.
are on defense, but we had to catch Frankie up on one of his offensive possessions there. So that's what we were doing then. All right, trying to get things underway here to start the second quarter. Wolverines wearing the garnet or maroon pants and white jerseys are looking at a 3rd down and 7 now. Tucker fakes the snap, looks over at his coach to get the signal now. He's got 2 receivers to each side. He switches his back to the other side, hands it to the running back off the middle, and he finds the hole, and he's going to get down to about the 35-yard line and pick up the first down. Again, Centurions need to try and get off the field on these 3rds and long. But well-executed call. They found the hole then. Woodruff quickly lines up 3 receivers to the top of the screen. They've got an H-back on the left side, and they're going to turn around and throw the little screen pass out there. It's going to be complete, caught, and not a whole lot of gain on the play, probably about 4 yards on the play. Let's see if he gets the Broome spot or the Woodruff spot. The Broome spot tonight has been about a yard shorter than the Woodruff ones. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Quickly to line comes Woodruff. Number 23 and number 2. That is Cochran and Goggins over here to your bottom of your screen. 1 receiver up top. Number 9 is your running back. That is Elmore. A quick pass thrown to 23 and missed tackle by Dylan Ramirez. And he's going to ramble down to about the 24-yard line. Great effort by Dylan, but just missed him. And it's going to be another pizza in 1st and 10 for Woodruff right now. The Wolverines are on the move. Had an earlier score in a game of interest. Union County was leading Chapman 7-0 in the first quarter of that game tonight. Man slides over, number 42. It's going to be thrown out quickly to the receiver. He's trying to get around the corner. And we've got Laundry on the field.
There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
The flag is going to be marched off against the Wolverines. And it's going to be 1st and 15. Two receivers up top. In motion now, offsetting the H-back. Ball's going to be given to the running back right here, and he is going to be met by, looks like big number 58, Dalton Crawford. And that's exactly who it was. That's Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2. Pass is going to be thrown and caught right at the marker. Knocked out of bounds by Ramirez.
Number 4 is over Ramirez, and number 7 Garrett contact on the tackle.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 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 Okay, I am not hearing anything through my headphones, but I'm still trying to get to you right here as the pass is going to be thrown and caught down at the 5-yard line. And it's going to be a first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line for the Woodruff Wolverines. Quickly line of scrimmage. The ball snapped, given to the running back, and we have Laundry.
There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy.
So the Broome Centurions called timeout on the play.
491-7002.
May have had too many men on the field, so we're going to take this timeout.
This timeout is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. And when you're at Royal Stadium, take time out to stop by the Broome Athletic Booster Club stand to
And back to action. We apologize. We were having trouble with the headphone sets. I was not hearing anything, but I believe we've got that problem corrected right now. The Wolverines were able to pick up the third down possession there and had first and goal. Went with a quick snap. Usually they fake the quick snap, but Broome called timeout. They may have had too many men on the field or have not had the right personnel in. We have expected tonight this to be a very high-scoring game, that Woodruff can put up the points. I know they put up over 60 against Union County a couple of weeks ago. Now they go with a full backfield right now. 3 backs in the backfield. Ball's given to the running back on a power look, and he's going to turn down, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown. Woodruff went with the power formation run and were able to get it in the end zone. Gaspar in to attempt the PAT. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
And it's another.
That makes our score. The Woodruff Wolverines 14. The Braxton Centurions 7.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics.
Okay, so our new score on the Kleeper Construction scoreboard is Woodruff 14 and Broome 7. The Woodruff kickoff team is coming out on the field now. And we have 8 minutes and 54 seconds here remaining in quarter number 2 of tonight's ball game. Coming up at halftime, we're going to talk a little round ball with Broome head basketball coach Will Hickson about the upcoming season and might even catch an interview from earlier this year from one of our players of the week. There's kickoff. It's going to be a line drive that's going to hit and go into the end zone, so the Centurions will get the ball on the 20. After the first 2 kicks were kind of pooch kicks, and the Centurions returned it, Carlos Cohen returned it to the 50, and the next one to the 37-yard line, then the Wolverines decided they didn't want any more of that and just kicked it in the end zone. So Broome on offense now. Centurions are on offense, trailing by a touchdown. Centurions have moved the ball every time they've had it. Their first drive stalled at the Woodruff 5, and there's the ball handed off this time, and that's going to be a loss on the play. They were looking for Dewberry that time on the little fake handoff on the end around on the jet sweep, and gave it to Dewberry going the other way, but the Wolverines were right there. Centurions will be on the road next week with the regular season finale at Chapman. Ramirez dropping back to pass. Got plenty of time. He's looking, and he's going to run the ball, and we see multiple flags.
There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
Centurions are going to be called for holding on the play, and both the penalties probably were on Broome. They may have had 2 different people holding, but that's going to back them up now to their own 8-yard line. And it's going to be second down and 23 yards to go from their own 8, though. Centurions have 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Ramirez in the shotgun. Right next to him is Jameer Dewberry as running back. Ball's going to be kept by Ramirez, and he gets it out to about the 10-yard line on the play. Fake to Dewberry and kept it right up the middle. So it's going to bring down 3rd down and halfway to Packlet. Ramirez dropping back to pass, fires it up the middle. Braxton Turner, and Braxton got kind of hit stretching out, and that's a good call. He was
There's a flag on the play, And this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
And that was just a case right there where Braxton Turner was stretching out to catch the ball, and the Woodruff guy took the opportunity to unload on a defenseless receiver. So we're going to see now, although that's scary when you got those guys back there talking, somebody's getting ready to get shafted. That's the rule of thumb with the receivers. When they're in a huddle, somebody's getting ready to get it. I hope it's not the Centurions, but let's see what they call. And that is crap right there. That is crap. That should have been a personal foul. And again, the Centurions get shafted on that one. You had a receiver, and Coach Fleming wants to know what's going on because you had a receiver that was stretching out to get the ball, and the guy unloaded on him. That should have been a personal foul for that. You see it called everywhere at every level, but these guys here don't have the guts to make the right call. That is a horrendous call. I'll leave it at that. This guy right here on the screen is actually smarter. So it's going to be 4th down, the Centurions. Have 4th and 15. Ramirez in punt formation is looking to kick it end over end, and it's going to get a good roll. It's going to roll all the way to the 40-yard line. Cam Moore downs the ball there, and we've got multiple flags back here.
There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
Centurions are in the process of getting shafted right now. They now call a personal foul on Broome. Don't think anything has been called on Woodruff tonight. So that's going to give the ball now across the field. But these guys in the striped shirts need to let them play football and get their act together. Nobody came to see them come over and make all these calls tonight that have been rather interesting. Twins to both sides. Man in motion. Dropping back to pass. On the bubble screen, the ball's complete. Running down the field and getting slung down on the play. And that's going to be Braxton Turner. And I'll tell you what, the officials are going to lose control of this game before too much longer because it's getting physical out there right now. The Centurion players I can see are getting a little bit perturbed with the discrepancy against them. Woodruff on the march right now. Ball's given to the running back, number 9, Elmore. He turns it up. He bounces it back outside. And it's going to be driven out of bounds. It's going to be another pizza in 1st and 10. Ball is going to be spotted at the 17-yard line. And there is Laundry right there. And let's see, there's 2 flags thrown, and I guarantee you it's going to be offset and penalties.
There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. 7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
And they're going to call up holding. Now that's, I'm gonna have to turn the mic off for a minute. Holding penalty. The guy from Woodruff tried to block the Broome player after the play. The Broome player threw him down, so they threw unsportsmanlike on both of them. So Woodruff got away with the holding and a personal foul. That was 2 penalties to 1, but the officials are going to say, let's just backtrack and do it again. And on the run right there is going to be Elmore, short gain on the play, tackled by multiple defenders. And there is a Centurion player down right now. Not sure who it was on that last tackle. We're trying to get the number. Broome training staff out there. Could not see. There was a big pile when the player was tackled there of who the injured player might be for Broome. And let's see who the player is. Being helped up now. Still have not gotten a number yet. And it could be a cramp right there. I believe it could be Dalton Crawford, or I see a 5, but I'm not sure what the other number was. So the Centurion player is assisted off.
It'll be 2nd and 6 for the 9-yard line.
Second down is 6. The ball is on the 9-yard line. Three receivers to the left. Man in motion this time is number 42. They're blocking back, and that looked like an illegal procedure on that shift. The man moved forward. Quick pass is dropped off and going to be down to about the 5-yard line.
Number 10, Braxton Turner on the tackle.
Braxton Turner on the tackle for the Centurions. And Dalton Crawford was the injured player. Third down and about 4 yards to go. Big down here for the Centurions. 5:38 remaining here in third quarter action. Tucker running the offense. Number 42 is blocking back, shifts. And they give it to the running back, and he's through the hole, and he's in the house. Touchdown. Gaspar on to attempt the extra point for Woodruff. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Cleepers Construction. If you are looking to build a new home, remodel, or just add additions to your house, call Shane Cleeper at 864-205-9536. And the kick is going to be booted line drive down to about the 6-yard line. Cohen waiting for his blockers to come up. And he's going to be driven back. Forward progress is going to have him a little closer up the highway there. This kickoff has been brought to you by Larry's Trophies. Go by and see our friend Terry Hall at Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Boyne Springs. Centurions with the first down on their own 28-yard line. Trailing by 2 scores, 5:12 remaining in the first half. Ball's going to be given to Cohen in the backfield. He's breaking tackles. He's trying to get out to about the 30, but he's not going to get very far. It's going to be second down and about 8 yards to go.
It'll be 2nd and 9 on the 29-yard line.
Second down at the 29-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield with Dylan Ramirez. 2 receivers to the bottom. On the tall sweep right here, looking to go. Looking for space to go and going to be drugged down at the 30-yard line. So it's going to bring up third down and about 9 right now. Centurions need to move the chains right here. Give their defense a little bit of the rest right now. The defense have not stopped Woodruff here in the first half. Ramirez dropping back to pass. He's got good protection. He gets it off to his receiver right there. That's going to be Braxton Turner with the first down. And move the chains. It's a 1st and 10. And it's another Pizza Inn 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School. All righty. And we had a score a minute ago that was said Union County was up 14-0, and then we got one immediately after that saying the score was 14-14, Chapman and Union County. Ramirez looking to throw. He's being rushed now. He's got room to run. He's going to get it down the sidelines, and he's got, oh, man, that was a shot in the head, and it better be a flag. There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football. Okay, the Woodruff Wolverines were flagged for a personal foul. That was, they went after Ramirez's head when he went out of bounds. That was a not very sportsmanlike play, and it resulted in 15-yard gain for the Centurions after the play. Ball now is inside the Woodruff 20. Ramirez looks over, getting a play from the coaches. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Ball snapped by Ramirez. He's going to be pressured. He's got plenty of room. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Centurions! Trying to see who the receiver was.
Is that my man Cam Moore? That's my man Cam Moore, who had been silent on me for a couple of weeks, and he's wondering if he'd made Dylan mad, but he evidently, they must have kissed and made up this week or something, because he's come up with some big catches tonight. Mason Dixon on to attempt the point after touchdown. The holder is number 13, Matthew Hall. Snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is going to be blocked. So the PAT, the top rush in, got in there, got a hand on it, and deflected it.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics.
Go by and get you a plate early tomorrow there and tailgate at home watching the Pitt Panthers versus the Clemson Tigers, or you can get your supper for the Gamecocks down in Texas versus A&M. So, our Cleepers Construction scoreboard.
This scoreboard update is brought to you by Cleepers Construction. If you are looking to build a new home, remodel, or just add additions to your house, call Shane Cleeper at 864-205-9536.
All righty here. Mason Dixon on to attempt the PAT, or the, kickoff. It's going to be called at the 25-yard line by number 10. He's still running. He's got some blockers out near midfield. He's up the sidelines and going to be bumped out at about the Broome 33-yard line. So the Wolverines will have a short field with 3:15 remaining until halftime. Don't forget, our halftime guest tonight is Centurion basketball coach Will Hickson, to talk a little bit about the round ball world. That round ball is just around the season.
The Wolverines will start in possession, 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line.
Woodruff comes out with receivers to each side of the field. H-back goes in motion now. Back steps up. Now this time handing the ball off to the running back, trying to get it outside. He gets to the corner. And is going to be bumped out of bounds after he picks up the pizza in 1st and 10.
Woodruff brought a run out of bounds by number 23, TJ Hill. That'll bring up 1st and 10.
So Woodruff down on the 21-yard line in scoring position again. Running back the other way is going to be number 9, Elmore. He gets through the hole and goes down to about the 8-yard line. I outran him with the camera then. Sorry about that.
That'll bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 9. Man in motion. Gives it to his running back up the middle. He's in the house. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Wolverines.
That looked too easy. PAT coming up. Noah Gaspar on to attempt the PAT. Snap and kick, and the kick is up, and the kick is good.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Cleepers Construction. If you are looking to build a new home, remodel, or just add additions to your house, call Shane Cleeper at 864-205-9536.
All righty. Well, the Centurions now find themselves back down by 2 scores. They've got 2 minutes, 36 seconds until halftime to try and see if they can trim the deficit a little bit, but Woodruff will get the ball to start the second half first. So need to try to get something on the board here for halftime. There's going to be the kick is going to be down to about the 4-yard line. On the return right now, breaking tackles, getting up the field. He's got a head of steam. He's gone the house, but they're going to throw a flag. He's run down at the 23-yard line, but this one's coming back.
There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
So Carlos Cohen almost took that one to the house, but they're going to call a holding penalty, which is going to negate a great return all the way down to the Woodruff 23. And instead, the Centurions are going to get the ball back, spotted at their own 30. So, wow, what a big turnaround. Carlos Cohen is the injured Centurion player. May have just had the wind knocked out of him. The Broome training staff out there with him. They're helping him up right now and to the sidelines. Could be cramping up a little bit. Our temperature out now outside is 63 degrees, so it's not really that hot out there right now. But you still, when you are exerting a lot of energy, can still cramp up. He's still trying to stretch the cramps out to get off the field. And the Centurions will have it first down now.
This Broome Drive is brought to you by Stewart Paint Service, LLC. For your interior and exterior needs for your home or your business, contact Frankie Stewart or Chase.
And the ball is complete to Dewberry. Dewberry gets it out to about the 34-yard line. Let's see what kind of spot he gets on this one. Actually a good spot. The ball's going to be spotted the nose just shy of the 35-yard line. Clock running, 2 minutes to go. First half action, the Centurions have got all their timeouts and need to try to put together a drive right here before halftime. Ramirez dropping back. He's got the rush coming. How did he get away from that? He breaks tackles. He's running. He gets out of bounds and is going to be knocked flat out of bounds by number 40. That was Logan Maccabee, and it's going to be a Pete's End 1st and 10, but I tell you what, he was Houdini on that one. I saw that blind side guy coming off the end, and I thought for sure he had him, and Dylan evidently saw him through the ear hole of his helmet and sidestepped him and was able to step out and go for the first down. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Dewberry shifts in the backfield. Here comes the Wolverine rush again, and he gets out of the pocket again, and he gets down to about the 46-yard line. Well, I've seen several times tonight it looked like the second tackler kind of leading with that helmet, but they're not really looking at that, are they? Twins to both sides. Snap back. Ramirez looking. Fires it to number 16, was the intended receiver there. And that is Isaiah Brown. Isaiah's got to catch that. You got to catch it, Isaiah. You're in there right now next man up. You got to step up there and catch the ball. And we have a Centurion in the house. A Centurion sighting. All right, third down now. Third down and trying to find the marker again over here. Third down and about 7 yards to go for Broome. Ramirez dropping back. Ramirez fires it. And again, ball goes through Brown's hands again. Fourth down. Isaiah Brown had two passes to him, and Isaiah, we'll give him a break. He's used to playing on the defensive side of the ball, but he's got to make the plays when he has to go in on offense now. Fourth down. Let's see, with the Centurions, I think are probably going to call timeout and think about this one right now. They got 12 on the play clock, and they're letting the play clock run down. The game clock's not going to run because it was an incomplete pass. But this gives them a little extra time to think on what they're going to do. And timeout, Centurions. It's brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. And when you're at Royal Stadium, take time out to stop by the Broome Athletic Booster Club stand to check out the latest in the fall Centurion apparel. And the Centurions' next week opponent, as you see right here, will be the Chapman Panthers, who Chapman has had their hands full tonight with the Union County Yellow Jackets. Last score we got, I think, was 14-14. Will's checking it right now. But, again, that was Centurions will wrap up the regular season next week at Chapman. Right now, the Centurions have called timeout. They're discussing right now a fourth down and about a long 6 right now. Play coming up with a minute, 2 seconds remaining before halftime. They're going for it. And again, they've got this tight formation where everybody's in tight. Right now, it caused some confusion for Woodruff defensive secondary first time they ran it. And looking for receivers. Still looking. He's got Cam Moore open up the field. Cam Moore up the field. Go, Cam, go. Go, Cam, go. Go, Cam, go. He's in the house. He's got to be in the house. That's a touchdown. And it's another Pizza Inn 1st and 10. Come on, Mr. Ref. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1, but that's a touchdown. He was in. Cam Moore, they said, is at about the 1 foot line right now, though, but great play. Cam Moore having an outstanding game tonight. Dylan Ramirez goes up. He's going to be pushing. Don't get a late block. Please don't get a late block. Somebody came in trying to assist right there. Don't get a. Let's see where they're going to spot the ball. It's going to be inside the 1, but we shouldn't be doing this. He was in the end zone. He broke the plane. He was clearly in the end zone on the run. I mean, he was laying across the line. And then the official, who was way back on the other pylon over there, comes running late to mark him short. So the Centurions have called timeout right now. Again, want to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors for this season. Pizza Inn, Cleepers Construction, Crawford Restaurant, Broome Athletic Club, Booster Club, Larry's Trophies, Zaxby's. And also tonight, the Concoction Ministries, Faces of Total Victory, the Stewart Paint Service, and Memories Entertainment. Wanted to encourage you that if your child is looking for a job, or if you're a teenager looking for a job, Zaxby's is hiring. What a great group of people to work with. I know Stuart Coates, the owner, personally. I know a lot of the managers, great people. But go by Zaxby's if you're looking for work. And let's see, what the Centurions are going to do now here. Second and goal. Let's see if there's a call. Clock's running right now. What's going on? Third and goal right now. And the ball's intercepted in the end zone. Wow. That's awful because that should have been a touchdown on the first thing. And that's going to give the ball over to Woodruff right now. The Broome player scored, was in the end zone, was laying across the line. And the official who was 40 yards away comes and marks it on the half-yard line. That is crap. That is crap with a capital C. This has been a not officiated game tonight. Woodruff will take over at their own 20 with 7 seconds to go and will just foul on it. So Woodruff will go to the locker room leading 28-13, but it should be at least 28-20 in that neighborhood. But the Centurions got shafted on that drive right there. Broome has had 2 drives tonight, one that was stopped on the 5 on downs and another one on which the guy got in and they didn't call it though. So we're going to catch our breath for just a minute here. We'll be back in just a minute, and we have got our halftime guest, Will Hickson, coming up next.
Athletic Booster Club. And when you're at Royal Stadium, take time out to stop by the Broome Athletic Booster Club stand to check out the latest in the fall Centurion apparel.
Alrighty. Let's see, can we hear you now?
Can you hear me?
There we go. There we go. We're going to get on over here, and we're actually on the air right here. Coach Hickson's going to fix his hair now. He's going to fix his hair, and I'm going to try to find mine.
I'm
right
finding
now.
mine too, buddy.
Well, our halftime score is Woodruff 28 and the Broome Centurions 13. And first thing I want to talk about before we get to round ball
Yes,
is
sir.
I want you to tell me about your championship middle school football team.
Well, Coach Waddle and myself are co-head coaches. We got a good coaching staff, but this group came together last year and finished 7-1 and lost Ewing by 4 points. And this year we've kind of did a good job of working hard. They work hard. They come to practice every day, and we really hadn't been close all year, honestly. I think our close game was like 31-12, I think. And but the kids, stay hungry. They come to work. They pull for each other, and the future's bright for Broome football.
What's been the keys? I mean, you've been pretty good. Is it your offense, defense, or all above?
It's both, and our special teams. We do a good job of special teams. Well, we put as much emphasis on that as we do offense and defense. But overall, we just got good team chemistry. We got really good players. I mean, we really do. We got a good offensive line, good defensive line. But we haven't given up probably 13 points a game, and we don't even start our starters most time in the fourth quarter.
Who are some of your young men that you think are going to be some stars of the future for the Centurions that we should keep our eye on over the next few years?
I wish I had my roster because I can name about 50 of them. But we got Jalen McGill, running back, our quarterback Jameson Derryberry, got Trayshawn Suber at wide receiver and safety. You got Levi Bishop at linebacker and offensive line. You got Blake Bridges and Thad Light. You got a bunch of kids that just are just hungry and just have played up through the youth league. I mean, Brent Bridges does a good job with the youth league. You know, they run the stuff we run. Then when they get to us, we run the same stuff. So they're already prepared when they get here.
All righty, and I think along with that, along the same lines, that it looks good that the JV team beat Woodruff last night.
Yes, sir.
And I think the JV team beat Union the week before, and I think they're 7-2 right now, I believe.
Yeah, I know we lost to Clinton in the region.
And lost to Spartanburg. Were
yes,
the
sir.
other games right there, though. And I think we've got, I'm going to bring it up here in just a second. I've got a picture of your championship team that we're going to see if we can find those Goomers for us right now. And let's see.
Well, there's your state championship team in football right there. If they stick together and they continue to work and stay as hungry as they are, there's a good chance that group, you know, with the 10th graders, you know, and 10th, 9th, 10th, 8th, 9th, 10th graders, you know, not the 11th grade. I haven't coached the 11th graders. I got here with the 10th graders, but that group is going to be special.
And I tell you, that's the thing, that there are some great seniors that Broome's losing this year. You got the Dylan Ramirez, you've got the Braxton Turners, you've got the Jameer Dewberrys, and you've got a lot of those kids. But there are some good young players coming along the way.
Yes, sir, there is.
And
I mean,
again,
it's
congratulations to this group of guys right here for winning the conference championship and being undefeated.
And we got a game Tuesday at 5 o'clock against Gable. You know, we were supposed to play St. Joseph's on Thursday. They backed out. Not sure. They never really gave us a reason why. But
They heard you were undefeated.
Well, I don't know about that. But then Coach Fleming's been on the phone.
He was on the phone this morning when I came in. When we taped the coaches show, he was on the phone trying to get you some games there.
He is, and that's the thing. He's our varsity coach. He's our athletic director. But he's trying to get them as many games. We want them to play as many as they can. You know, not just because we've already won it, but we want to continue to play. These kids get game experience. They work hard starting in spring practice going through the summer. I mean, we work out 3 days a week in the summer as well. I mean, so just to get 5 or 6 games, I mean, so coach is trying to find us ball games. I mean, he does a great job getting our program, you know, games. And our staff, we got 9 coaches on staff. I mean, that's unheard of in most places. I mean, you got some teams that only have 3 coaches, but they've put a premium on making sure we have enough coaches to coach our kids, you know, because it's important we get the fundamentals and all down before they get here.
Okay, well, let's move on to your other sport that you're going to have to jump sports here real soon, and that's my sport, round ball.
Yes, sir.
That Will is the head men's basketball coach here at Union, though. Tell us, I know you lost your big man who is at College of Charleston now. We wish him.
He's walked on. He's made the team. Coach Wilson at Chapman actually went down the other week and sent me a picture of his locker.
Wow,
And,
okay.
So
Well, I saw a picture, I think, that his mom had posted on Facebook, a team picture with him in there. And by far, he looked like he was one of the biggest ones on the team.
he is. He's really developed since the end of last year. You know, we took over last July, and so it was during COVID, so we didn't really get time to work with him. I tell everybody, I kind of really didn't get to meet him until, you know, the start of the season.
Yep.
And we played Spartanburg late in the season last year, so we were I had tryouts on Saturday and Sunday after they got done playing on Thursday.
Wow. That's always hard because you kind of catch 22 lots of times. Your guys that play football,
Which are a lot of.
yeah, there is, because
we push that, and we want to play as many sports they can play.
Right.
You know, we don't want specialization. I mean, you know, you're going to have specialization, but we talk to our kids. That's the one thing about this whole program that we have at Broome is we pull for each other, and we try to get each other. You know, if a basketball player don't play football, I go talk to them. Hey, why don't you play football? You know, I had Kareem Hassan last year who had never played football a day in his life, and talked him into playing last year. And he said, "Coach, that's the best decision you ever got to help me make." You know, but we push that. We want them to do that.
And again, I think from Adam's standpoint, all the years, I'm talking about Adam Comer there, that being physical in there, playing offensive line and those positions right there, that definitely had to help his physicality in basketball and his footwork too.
Absolutely, and we talk about that. And Coach Fleming and myself, we'll get the kid in, and we don't pressure them to play other sports. That's not what we do. We just tell them the benefits of playing both sports. And if you talk to Adam right now, he'll tell you playing football benefited him. To play basketball, to play college D1 basketball. He is on a D1 basketball team, and if he would just specialize, not that he's not a good player, but he wouldn't have had the footwork and the physicality that he had to play there if he didn't play football.
Well, see, I had a different situation. I wished I could have had a situation like you, but I had an athletic director that came to me and told me, as an athletic director, I'm ordering you to make players on your team play for me. And then he came back after that and said that there'll never be a football player, give up football for basketball because I've got more coaches than you do, and we'll tell them wherever they need to hear.
Wow.
And that's what I dealt with at Bowling Springs High School for 14 years.
Wow.
And that's why I finally got sick of it, and I got out of coaching, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now.
Well, you're doing a heck of a job, this.
Well, thank you. I could write a book on all the things that went on behind the scenes at Bowling Springs that nobody would have ever have known.
Yes, sir.
But it was I finally got to the point I just was fed up. Right. And I felt like that when they were doing things to me that was unfair to my players,
right,
then that's when I said I'm leaving because it's not fair to my kids. That's what
right.
you're doing trying to get me.
That's right.
So, Ben Bramhall over here right now. We're doing our halftime show right now. Has Ben got something to say to us? Ben, you want to stick your head in here with us at halftime? Let us see Ben Bramhall, who is our PA man up here. Hi, Ben. But we are doing our halftime show with us. So, but, all right, tell me a little bit about your team right now. We'll get back to your team. Don't get me started on mine and talking negative here, so I got off mine. Let's go back to yours. What you're going to have this year and what you're expecting with upcoming season.
Well, we picked 4th preseason in our region. Union County 1, Chapman 2, Clinton 3, us 4, Emerald 5, and Woodruff 6. Not too upset about it with what we lost, but we also have preseason player of the year, Dylan Ramirez. He was picked preseason player of the year.
Now, what positions he play?
He plays it all for us. He's a forward. He's a point forward.
Power point guard.
He does it all for us. He's not flashy. He's steady. He just does his job.
He's an athlete.
Yes, he gets after it. But I got 3 returning starters. I got Jeb Dawson, who's a guard. He's a wing. I got Kendra Sinclair, who hopefully we can take him off the point and let him run his natural wing position. I kind of had him play it last year because out of necessity. And Dylan, of course, are my returning starters. Got 2 really good. We got 3 good players coming up from JV. We got Carlos Cohen, Zion Wilkins, and Marquise Morgan. But we added Marion Smith, who didn't play last year because of COVID. But a really good player 2 years ago at JV. Was looking forward to having him last year, but they chose not to play or not to. They play. I was on virtual school and all that because of COVID, which is understandable. But what we're going to do this year is a little different than what we have. Also have Stephen Odell, 6'7", 280, sophomore. If he can develop, we're going to be special as far as in the post. With what we have, we're going to be a better shooting basketball team this year than we were last year. We put a premium on that. We're going to run man-to-man defense. That's all we ran last year. That's all. I told the kids last year, I said, I kind of cheated you out of some offensive stuff because we practiced from the day we started tryouts to the last day is man-to-man defense. And I probably overdid it a little bit just because I'm a little hard-headed as far as what I want to do as far as running man-to-man defense. But I'm excited. I got a really good JV team this year. We're fighting probably won't have but 11 or 12 varsity guys this year because I'm keeping all the JVs together for another year.
Well, who's your JV coach?
Coach Brian Robson.
Okay.
He was my middle school coach when I was at Union County. and he moved up here. Well, he's with us this year, first year, but so we're excited about that. I told him it was undefeated or fired. I wasn't sure which one, but no, just kidding. But he does exactly what I asked him to do. You know, he came in. He said, "I'm gonna put your system in," and you know that's what you got to have in the lower. It's kind of going back to the football thing. You know, came in and coach. You know, he wanted us to put his stuff in the program, and it's benefiting us. And then that's what's going to happen here. Once our middle schools are running, I practice them 2 days a week in the summer. You know, for an hour a day. And, you know, so now they're running the same stuff we're going to run. So,
Well, it's a blessing. You know, good situation there. When you say people run what you run, I know I had to get rid of one ninth grade coach that refused to do that, and I had another one that told me that the only people that ever tell him what to do in basketball was Dean Smith and God.
Oh, okay. Well,
So you've got a good situation.
Well, and the key to the situation is the backing from my administration.
Yes.
I mean, when you got that, you got a lot of things, and you know that's what I'm very thankful for. As far as you know, I'm not going to guarantee wins and losses. I'm going to guarantee we're going to play hard. We're going to do the right things. We're going to behave. We're going to act right. We're going to get our grades right, and we're going to play hard. Wins and losses, but the administration backs you here. Starting with Coach Fleming again. You know, he's a football guy, but he is at every single game. He is there pulling for our kids. He's there giving them 5 after games, at halftime, coming through after games, cheering, you know, getting them up if we're down, you know, keep your head up. You know, Mr. Graves as well does a great job with our kids. You know, he tweets everything out, you know, scores and just, you know, keeps us built up. And, you know, it's just very, very fortunate. And, you know, all the way to our board and our, you know, superintendent. I mean, that they were all in on this hire, and you know it was just I'm very blessed to be here. It's a great place. Everybody backs everybody, and like you said, you didn't have as fortunate a situation as I do.
I didn't.
And I'm just very fortunate that I have that. You know, sometimes I didn't come here to be the head basketball coach at Broome High School. I didn't have a thought when I moved to Spartanburg and came to Broome High School. I came as assistant coach, even though I've been a head coach for 14 years. I just came and I helped out, and you know, sometimes the good Lord looks out for you. And,
yep,
you know,
He does.
And you know, I'm benefiting from that.
Well, tell us, when do you open up the season?
November 1.
Which is right around the corner.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it kind of depends on what we do in football. You know, hopefully we win tonight, and we're going to playoffs. I tell my football guys every year, I'll see you after state championship. I mean, that is what our goal is. I mean, if it costs me a couple of victories, that's okay. We'll play with the JVs to get some good experience, and we're going to move on. We don't.
Because the games that really matter are your money games when you get to the
region.
conference
That's right.
games.
I mean, you want to play and get a cohesive group together, you know, because after summer we don't get them till after football. And you know, but we've had some workouts. You know, had about 10 kids there. You know, everybody else plays football.
And that's, you know, like I say, there's not enough athletes at a smaller school to go around, and you know, because I know a lot of these kids right here probably play basketball and then go on to baseball after that.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you look at Jeb Dawson and Dylan Ramirez, right? They're two, and with Adam Stacy, which Adam doesn't play with us right now, but those three are, you know, stud baseball guys. You know, they really are, and so those two are just going to go straight in. They from football to basketball, and you know, then baseball.
Well, we are about ready to get this started back. You have been watching the Concoction Ministries and Faces of Total Victory halftime show. And Will Hickson, I've been threatening him all season I was going to put the headphones on him. So I finally hog-tied him, didn't let him get away at halftime, and we appreciate you being our special guest.
I'd like for everybody to know we hosted the Invitational last year, November 22nd, 23rd. It was called the Centurion Invitational last year. This year it's going to be the South Carolina National Army's National Guard. They're going to sponsor it for me this year, and it was good. It's good 2 nights of basketball. You know, start preseason the 22nd and 23rd. We got Chapman here. We got Greer Middle College, and we got Shannon Forest. So, you know, good 2 nights of basketball. I'd love to have everybody come out and support these guys. like I said, I'm not going to guarantee wins and losses, but I'm going to guarantee you they're going to be a fun group to watch, and they're going to play hard.
And a good time will be had by all.
Yes, sir.
I got to get over and broadcast a game this year.
Hey, we're waiting.
I'm going to do my best for that. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try to do my best to get over and do one of your games this year.
He just said it. Everyone heard it.
That's right. But you got to come on and do a post-game show with me afterwards.
Absolutely. I'm used to it with Bo Rav back in the day. So.
Okay. So Will Hickson has been my guest. You've heard it here. We're going to get back to football now. We appreciate Will here. So let's go on back now to the field now. The Centurions will be kicking off. Again, the Centurions, it's going to be interesting to see what halftime. Broome, this game should be tied right now. Broome made it all the way to 5 on their first possession and were stalled on the Woodruff 5 on downs, did not have enough to get the first down. And then right before halftime, Cam Moore had a reception, raced to the goal line, got tackled and fell across the line, broke the plane, and the official spotted it back at the half-yard line, and then Broome threw an interception in the end zone. So this is, wow, looking back, there's a lot of things in this game that could be different right now. But the bottom line is your score starting the third quarter is the Woodruff Wolverines 28 and the Broome Centurions 13, and Woodruff will get the ball first. The Centurions have not stopped the Wolverines a possession on offense yet, so we'll see what adjustments were made on defense. Mason Dixon approaches the ball, and he's going to kick a skipper that goes off the helmet and out of bounds. Wow, Woodruff caught a break then. He kicked a low ground ball to third, and it took that Sunday hop, bounced off the helmet of the player from Woodruff, and went out of bounds. So the ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line, and that's where Woodruff's going to take over to start this drive. I'm switching my chairs back after going down to visit with Will, and I'm going to get my high chair back. Ball's handed off to Elmore. He gets up the middle. He's still going forward on the play. And he's going to get out to about the 43-yard line. So nice gain on first down. It's going to bring up second down and about 3. No, thank you. Will's trying to butter me up with some butter popcorn now. I'm still working on these nachos. Man in motions, number 23 right now. Ball's thrown on the little flare pass behind the line of scrimmage. He tries to sidestep a defender, and he's going to be slung down back at the 40-yard line. Good play then by, looked like Jameer Dewberry had drifted out there and really bottled that play up. So it's going to be a loss of about 4 on the play. Third down, 5 yards to go. Big defensive play coming up for the Centurions. Need to stop, need to get the ball back. Tucker looking over, getting the play from his coach. Takes a snap, dropping back, throws a little quick pass, and he's going to be driven down short of the first down at the 42-yard line. Well, let's see if the punt team checks on for Woodruff. It's fourth down. It's fourth down. And when you're trying to make that tough decision on whether to go for it or not, choose to go to Zaxby's for some of that good old chicken or salad. Zaxby's is conveniently located on the east side of town on East Main Street on John B. White Boulevard on the west side of town. So the punt team is in for Woodruff right now. Dylan Ramirez back in single safety. Centurions have the people on the line trying to make sure that it is kicked. And that one goes out of bounds, a short kick. So
Broome should have pretty good field position to start this first drive.
This Broome Drive is brought to you by Stewart Paint Service, LLC. For your interior and exterior needs for your home or your business, contact Frankie Stewart or Chase Bridges at 864-316-8495. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
All right, Centurions now on offense. Ball's tossed back to Dewberry trying to turn the corner. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to go forward to about the 40-yard line, and that's just strong running then. And that's Jameer Dewberry, the senior running back who has had an outstanding year for the Centurions this year. It's going to be a gain of about 5 on the play. 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Dewberry in the backfield with Dylan Ramirez. Ramirez sprints out, looks, throws back. The screen pass is complete up the field and racing down the field and getting tripped up. And that is, I believe it's Braxton Turner. Braxton Turner was the Centurions offensive player of the week last week, and Braxton hurting a little bit. Looked like he's trying to stretch out like. And you coming out of halftime, you worry a little bit about your players may not have gotten stretched out really good, and Braxton accelerated and looked like he tightened up a little bit. He's still doubled over right now. He's a tough kid, and that kid's a winner. I love that kid, the way he plays. Wilkins in motion, takes the ball on the handoff, and he's going to turn the corner. He gets a block, and he gets driven, gets a helmet in the back at about the 32-yard line. So a gain of about 5 on the play. Centurions offense has put together a pretty good drive right here on the Stewart Paint Service drive. And they're going to be 2nd and 5 now. They're down on about the Woodruff 32. We've got 8 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in third quarter action here at Royal Stadium. Woodruff leads 28-13. Broome on the attack right now. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Ball's given to the running back right there, and he gets stopped hard at the 30-yard line for a gain of about 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 2. I can actually spot it, I think, at the 31-yard line, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
31-yard line.
3 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Dewberry, the backfield. Ramirez checks over the defense. He's going to run the ball and get stopped on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down, but I can tell you right now, Centurions are going to go for it.
It's 4th down, and when you're trying to make that tough decision on whether to go for it or not, choose to go to Zaxby's for some of that good old chicken or salad. Zaxby's is conveniently located on the east side of town on East Main Street, on John B. White Boulevard on the west side of town, and also located in Inman and in Duncan. Zaxby's is a proud sponsor of high school football.
All right, 5 on the play clock right now. Ramirez sprints out, takes a snap, looking for receiver, fires it. It's going to be caught at about the 28-yard line and pushed back then. That should be enough for the 1st down. Let's see what kind of spot they get. Oh, no. The receivers, the officials are getting together. They're going to call for a measurement right now. Chains are coming across. We're going to go down and look and see. And by inches, the Centurions do not get it.
The Wolverines will take over on down.
So, Centurions come up short. Will, if I were writing the story tonight, I would say a game of inches. With the touchdown that didn't happen here, the first drive that stalled at the 5, and that one, the Centurions have been just inches short all night. Defense has dug back in. You can put that thing back on if you want to. He's eating his popcorn. Okay, get him to do that. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Dropping back to pass, and the pass is complete and hemmed in up there for a short gain on the play. Gain of about 4. I haven't seen any other scores out there. Alan, if you got me any scores, right here he's saying Bowling Springs at halftime score leads 8-3 over Fort Mill. Clinton's up 27-0 over Emerald on the Cleeper Construction scoreboard. I had to get me a drink of water. That tasted good. Union up 21-14 at the half over Chapman. And on the run right there out to the 40-yard line is going to be enough, I believe, for the Pizza Inn 1st and 10. So move the chains. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line of Woodruff. Tucker looks over to get the play from his head coach. Drops back to pass. He's looking to throw. Fires it up the field. And he caught it into the house. Touchdown. So just like that, Woodruff is on the board again. PAT attempt coming up. Gaspar in for the PAT. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And it's another. This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Cleepers Construction. If you are looking to build a new home, remodel, or just add additions to your house, call Shane Cleeper at 864-205-9536. Gaspar set to kick off for Woodruff. And the Wolverines have extended their lead, to 35-13 now. 5:24 remaining third quarter action. Kick is going to be a high pooch kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 34-yard line by Cam Moore. We get some water. So the Centurions now getting ready to start the drive.
This Broome Drive is brought to you by Stewart Paint Service, LLC, for your interior and exterior needs for your home or your business.
And dropping back to pass is Ramirez. He's looking. Now he's trying to buy time. He's going to fire it up the field, and it's going to be incomplete. That time he looked and could not find an open receiver. He looked everywhere and did the wise thing and threw it away. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now. The pass was intended for Carlos Cohen. 2nd and 10. The ball is spotted on the 35-yard line. Dewberry in the backfield with Ramirez. Ramirez dropping back to pass again. Fires it up the field, and it's going to be short hopped to the receiver and incomplete just past the marker, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Cam Moore was an intended receiver. And Cam usually makes one of those sliding catches about every game, but that one was a short hop there. Didn't really have a chance to make that reception. Play being signaled in now. Moore and Cohen are to the top of the screen. Wilkins to the bottom of the screen. Ball snap, sprinting out to pass, firing it up the field. And let's see, it's caught for the Pizza Inn, 1st and 10.
And it's another Pizza Inn, 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School.
So the ball now is going to be at the 46-yard line. Dropping back to pass, setting the screen up. It's going to be complete. Running with the ball, still finding daylight, trying to go with it. And the ball goes out of bounds. So it's going to go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. And so the Centurions actually gained some more on that fumble. The ball's going to be another Pizza Inn, 1st and 10. Centurions are at the 29-yard line now. Nice screen play set up by the Centurions. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Ramirez fires a little swing pass out to Dewberry. Dewberry gets it and tiptoes down the sidelines. So that's going to be a gain of a good 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. 2nd down 2. Centurions have moved the ball all night long, but have come up inches short in crucial situations. That's why this is such a crazy game. Broome down in the red zone again. This is the 3rd time in the red zone tonight. Actually, the 4th time, because Broome scored the other time. Snap, ball's going to be given off. Dewberry looking for room. He's going to be down to about the 18-yard line and stopped in. Move the chains.
And it's another Pizza Inn, 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School.
4 minutes exactly remaining in 3rd quarter action. Broome on the march right now. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ramirez keeps it. He shoots up the middle. He's going to the house. Touchdown, Centurions. Dylan Ramirez on the 21-yard touchdown run, and he sailed, and it just exploded up the middle on that one. And you wonder right now, are they going to start going for 2 on these? The offense has stayed on the field, going for 2 right now. Wilkins goes in motion on the sprint out pass now, looking for his receiver, firing it back, and that PAT is good, the 2-point conversion.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics.
So we're waiting for the scoreboard, our home scoreboard, to give us that other point. It's 35-21, not 35-20. We got 2 for that one.
This scoreboard update is brought to you by Cleepers Construction. If you are looking to build a new home, remodel, or just add additions to your house, call Shane Cleeper at 864-205-9536.
And my man, Will Hickson, gets them straightened out on the scoreboard there. Man, that you're not supposed to do that when you're the home team. You're supposed to do that when the other team. And let's see, the ball goes out of bounds. Flag on the play, but it's only going to gain
There's
them.
a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football. This kickoff has been brought to you by Larry's Trophies. Go by and see our friend Terry Hall at Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Boyne Springs.
So after the penalty, the ball went out of bounds at the 36. It now is spotted at the with the 5 yards onto that. It's at the 40, about the 41-yard line now. Woodruff comes out now. Their lead has been cut to 35-21 now. Have 3 receivers to the top of the screen. And their quarterback, number 15, that is Carson Tucker, looks over to get the instructions from their head coach. Ball's handed off to number 9, the running back, Elmore. Elmore squirts through. Elmore's off to the races. Elmore's gone. Right up the middle. He zigzagged his way and took it to the house. And that right there, number 9 on the carry, that's Demarion Elmore, the senior running back, and showed a lot of speed that when he got the ball in the open field, the Centurions just could not run him down. Gaspar on with the PAT for Woodruff. And the kick is up and good. I tell you what, that young man, I think he's been kicking at Woodruff for 10 years now. He's an excellent kicker, but it seemed like I called his name. That's why I knew who the kicker was. That he has been there for a long time.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Cleepers Construction. If you are looking to build a new home, remodel, or just add additions to your house, call Shane Cleeper at 864-205-9536.
And here is the pooch kick right now. Cam Moore fair catches it at the 35-yard line, and that is where the Centurions will start this drive.
This Broome Drive is brought to you by Stewart Paint Service, LLC. For your interior and exterior needs for your home or your business, contact Frankie Stewart or Chase Bridges at 864-316-8495. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
All righty, the Centurions set to take off. We just got a score update on the Cleepers Construction scoreboard. And Dewberry right now wheels and deals. Dewberry breaks it, almost goes into open space, but he gets it across the midfield stripe and gets the pizza in 1st and 10. Score update. Chapman has just scored to kick the extra point, and they now are tied with Union County. I'm not sure where that game's being played. Is that at the fair in Union County? All right, they are at the fair at Union County Stadium. Centurions across the midfield stripe now. Ramirez looks to keep it. He across the field. He's getting up the field. He's down to about the 33-yard line, and looks like it's going to be another pizza in, 1st and 10. Again, we may have to stop and turn the sprinklers on the field because this grass is scorching now. It's up and down the field. We're leaving skid marks on the field with going up and down. Twins to both sides. Ramirez in the backfield with Dewberry. He drops back, fakes the screen pass, throws deep. He's got his receiver. Is he in? Give him a touchdown, you clown. They're going to spot it at the 1-foot line again. Cam cannot catch a break tonight. That's twice. Great play. They faked the screen and hit Moore in that seam going up the field. It's going to be 1st and goal inside the 1 now. Ramirez on the keeper. He's going to bull his way down close to the goal line. He didn't get in. He broke some tackles. Dylan Ramirez showing his toughness right there. This is where we were, same situation right before halftime. Ramirez keeps it again. He's going forward. Touchdown, Centurions. And that's just hard-nosed Dylan Ramirez smelling that goal line and getting it down there. So Broome is in the end zone. Let's see if they go for 2 again. I think I see Mason Dixon out there now. So the Centurions are going to try to kick it. Matthew Hall is the holder. Kick is up and the kick is good.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Cleepers Construction. If you are looking to build a new home, remodel, or just add additions to your house, call Shane Cleeper at 864-205-9536.
All right, we'll see what the Centurions do with this kickoff this time. We've onside kicked, we've pooch kicked, we've line drive kicked, we've hit ground balls to short. Let's see what we got this time in the bag of tricks. I still say Mason Dixon is the magician. He can pull all kind of bags out of tricks out there. He hits another one to see if it takes the big hop, and it did to number 23, and he just laid down. I like this. This is exciting. Mason Dixon has put the excitement back in kickoffs. I like it. I like it. So the Centurion defense will come back now and try to see if they can find a way to stop the Wolverines. That was the question tonight, and I asked you before the game, the keys to winning the game was we can score, but we got to be able to stop them, and they've got a very explosive offense. They have got skilled players that are very, very good, and we are not taking anything away from Woodruff. They've got very talented players. A quarterback who manages the game well. He throws a little pass out in the flat, and it's going to be incomplete. And that was Dylan Ramirez that came up and said, hey, it sure is nice to get to hit somebody else for a change instead of me get hit every time I throw it. So. Second and 10 now. A minute 36 remaining in quarter number 3. Your score is Woodruff 42, Broome 28. Ball spotted on the 37-yard line. Ball's going to be handed off to Elmore again. He's looking for a hole, and I tell you what, that guy can hit the hole. He is quick. He don't need much of a hole, but he can scoot through any kind of daylight, which he did. And it's going to be a pizza in 1st and 10 for the Woodruff Wolverines. Tucker gets the ball, gives it to his running back again, and he is outside. He's got another first down, and it's going to be spun down at the Centurion 35-yard line for another Pizza Inn 1st and 10. And we will be back this Wednesday night at Pizza Inn. We'll be awarding the player of the week for the Union game. The offensive player of the week was Braxton Turner, and the defensive player of the week was Jay Prater, plus whoever our players of the week from this game are. We'll be looking and entertaining them Wednesday night. There's a quick pass. It's going to be complete. Again, these receivers are very athletic, and they find a way to wiggle and twist and turn, and that's going to be another Pizza Inn 1st and 10. Yep. And Will just made a good point that Cam Moore, if he keeps catching like tonight, he may have to stand up and give himself his own invitation. Well, he'll have Braxton there to give him one. So, but Cam has got to be a candidate. And I'm going to bring, if he is, I'm going to bring my ruler and show him how close he was. Tucker gives it off to his running back, number 10 in the ball game now. Number 10 is Tribble. And he gets it for a nice gain on the play of about 6 yards, 2nd down and 4. And that's going to do it for 3 quarters worth of action tonight. Our score here at the end of 3rd quarter is Woodruff 42 and Broome 28. We'll be back in just a minute.
This timeout is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. And when you're at Royal Stadium, take time out to stop by the Broome Athletic Booster Club stand to check out the latest in the fall Centurion apparel.
I want to take this opportunity right now while we're moving to the other end of the field to thank Pizza Inn, Cleepers Construction, Crawford Restaurant, by the Broome Athletic Booster Club, Larry's Trophies, who does all of our trophies, Zaxby's, and again, want to stop by Zaxby's if you're looking for employment. Zaxby's is hiring now, and again, they've got a great group of people to work for. Again, I know Stuart Coates, the owner, is a friend of mine, and a lot of the managers, they can really help you out. But if you're looking for great chicken and salad, go by and see them too. Concoction Ministries, Bill Cox is working on his productions for Christmas time on the Christmas Chronicles and other things, programs he can come to your church and do. The Faces of Total Victory, Kay O'Sullivan is in the high schools and colleges all the time with her ministry for women's athletics. Stuart Paint Service, LLC, and Memories Entertainment. Ball's given to Elmore again. He breaks tackles. He's going to rumble down to about the 9-yard line. And on the tackle then was number 73 for the Centurions. Union County on the Cleepers Construction. Union County just scored and went up 28-21 over the Chapman Panthers. 1st and goal now for Woodruff right here. Elmore getting the handoff. He's going up the middle. He's in the house. Touchdown. Again, I think the Centurion defense is just really wearing out right now. The PAT is coming up right now. Here's the snap and the kick is good. So our new score is Woodruff Wolverines have extended their lead to 49-28.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics.
Spartanburg is beating Riverside, 28-0. Union and Chapman are tied, 21 apiece. Chesney is beating Blacksburg, 34-14. C.O. Hanna is beating Burns, 21-7.
You're watching the Broome Centurions and Woodruff Wolverines here live from Royal Stadium. I'm the coach, Dick Cox, here bringing you all the action. And we're set for the kickoff now. And it's going to be a pooch kick. It's going to be fair caught in by Cam Moore. And Broome will start with pretty good field position.
This kickoff has been brought to you by Larry's Trophies. Go by and see our friend Terry Hall at Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Boyne Springs.
Up the middle on the run is Jameer Dewberry. And it's going to be a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Just underway here in fourth quarter action. We have 10:55 remaining in the game. Looking to throw the ball is Ramirez. He runs over his own lineman and then stumbles forward to about the 41-yard line. He's going to be just short of the first down.
Ramirez on the carry.
But he actually tackled his lineman on that play. Or his lineman tackled him.
41-yard line.
3rd down and 1. Dylan was looking deep, could not find anybody, kept it, went forward. Ball's going to be handed off to Dewberry. He's got the first down. He's still churning. He gets out to about the 46-yard line.
And it's another Pizza Inn 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School.
New set of downs for the Centurions. Dropping back to pass is Ramirez. Got all kind of time, and the time runs out. He's going to be brought down back at the 40-yard line. And it's 2nd down now. And 16, the ball is going to be spotted back with the nose on the 40-yard line. Play being sent in now. 9 on the play clock right now. They've got to hurry up and get the play lined up. 5, 3, 2, got it off just in time. Ball's going to be thrown out to Dewberry. Dewberry up the field. Dewberry, if he can break a tackle, he's going. Wow, down to the 20-yard line. Boy, that was one of those plays you wish they still had the tear-away jerseys. Because that jersey will now be one size larger next week when he plays, because they stretched the heck out of it trying to hold on for everything they could to slow him down.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
And they're actually going to say he pulled something other than the jersey.
That's another move.
It's going to be
There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
So it was a face mask, personal foul face mask, tapped on to the long passing catch by Dewberry. He's got his clothes back on. Out of the gun right now on the hitch, little pump and go. Firing it down out of the back of the end zone was Ramirez. At that time, nobody was open. He just loaded up and got rid of it. So it's going to bring up second down now. Do we have a flag on the play? Holding on the Centurions. So didn't see that flag. Didn't catch it. Ball's going to be spotted back at the 25 now.
We'll make it first and 19. 25-yard line.
Play being sent in now. I'm sure if you don't try to get it all back in one chunk, you're going to get it back in a couple. 8:23 remaining in your ball game. Cohen goes in motion. And ball's going to be dumped off to Braxton Turner across the middle. Braxton's bouncing off people. Hey, we're going to have to change his name to the Pinball Wizard, because he looked like a pinball in there. And he gets all the way down to about the 15-yard line.
First pass complete to number 10, Braxton Turner.
Braxton's not real happy with all the people that kept banging on him after the play, and Braxton plays with a lot of heart. He ain't going to take any crud off anybody.
Now make it second and 15.
Second and 15 now at the 16-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Dewberry and Cohen. Cohen goes in motion now. Ball's going to be snapped. Now thrown to Cohen. He makes a great cut. He spins and gets down inside the 10 on the play.
First pass complete to number 14, Carlos Cohen.
And we've got an injured player down right now. That might be Cohen. Don't want to guess on that, but I don't see number 14. So let's take a quick timeout here.
This timeout is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. And when you're at Royal Stadium, take time out to stop by the Broome Athletic Booster Club stand to check out the latest in the fall Centurion apparel.
Will's laughing at me. He knows I took a timeout so I could get me a nacho in. Oh, me. Call me a cab. And it looks like that is Carlos Cohen. And you hate to see that he is very gingerly being assisted off the field right now, that he's not really putting any pressure on his leg. That young man has played a whale of a ball game tonight. On kickoff returns, on receptions and all, but he was looked to me the last few plays a little bit woozy, that he may not have been 100%, but on that last one,
He is being assisted down to the sidelines now. That is Carlos Cohen, the injured Centurion players. All right, third down now. 3rd and 8 from the 9-yard line. Centurions have 3 receivers. Ramirez avoids the rush, fires it, and Cam Moore, touchdown Centurions. He was about 9 yards deep on that one. He was making sure that he was in the end zone. All right. Cam, you should have had 3. That was great. That was great. So the PAT coming up by Mason Dixon. And the PAT is good. So your new score is Woodruff 49 and Broome 35.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics.
Okay, with 7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in your ball game, on the Kleeper Construction scoreboard, Woodruff leads 49-35. About time to see what Mason Dixon's got in his bag of kickoff tricks now, of what the Centurions elect to do on this kickoff. Woodruff has everybody but about 2 people up within the lines here. And it goes, and it's hit. That ball didn't go 10 yards, but Centurions they're saying Woodruff ball. I don't think it went 10 yards. I thought it was touched before then. Let's see who had the ball. Let's see if they reverse the call. It is Centurion football. All right, way to be indecisive. Now the guy in the white hat's going to come up, and we're going to have one of these Jeopardy moments where yep. The white hat has signaled that the Centurions have stolen a possession. So Mason the Magician comes through again. And the Centurions have got momentum on their side after just scoring. Hey, I say let's throw it to Cam Moore again at the 1. Dropping back to pass. Dylan Ramirez rolling out, fires it. Pass incomplete, intended for Brown. Second down, 10 yards go. The ball on the Centurion 49-yard line. Paul Lee over the ball, snaps it back, and it's going to be given to Dewberry. Dewberry gets it across the midfield stripe, and somebody lost their head. Number 52 for the Wolverines, Isaiah Sullivan, lost his hat and will go out for a play. Dewberry gained about 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 right now. With 6:47 remaining in your ball game, Centurions, this is 2-down territory right here. You may not get the ball back for 2 more possessions. With 6:37 remaining in the game, you gotta go for it and say this is a 2-down territory at midfield. Dropping back to pass is Ramirez, fires it, guns it. That's my man Cam Moore again. Cam Moore gets my vote for Offensive Player of the Week. I don't have final say-so, though. Coach Fleming and the coaching staff makes that call.
That's a Pizza Inn 1st and 10, keeping this drive alive. 3 receivers up top, dropping back to pass, throwing the screen pass again. It's going to be incomplete. There were a lot of friends in the neighborhood that time. Second and 10, the ball on the Woodruff 35-yard line. 6 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in your ball game. Ramirez in the gun right now, drops back to pass. He looks for daylight. He dumps it off. Braxton Turner with it. Braxton's going to be slung down at about the 24-yard line.
Pass complete to number 10, Braxton Turner. That's another move, Centurions. First down.
All right, it's going to be a 1st and 10. I was looking for the yard marker, but it's a Pizza Inn 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. 5:58 remaining in your ball game. Centurions are knocking on the door, trying to cut this to a one-possession game. Guarantee you, if they score, you're going to see Mason the Magician with another onside kick. Fake, looking for a receiver now. Ramirez is going to run it. He's going to tuck it and run it. Going to run it and get it out of bounds. Trying to get the number out there. Number 56 for the Centurions. That was D.T. Thompson, a big sophomore lineman, doing a good job of blocking on the play for that. Want to commend that offensive lineman. Dillon was able, and it's going to be another Pizza Inn 1st and 10.
And it's another Pizza Inn 1st and 10, keeping the drive alive. And when you're driving down East Main Street, stop by and see our friends at Pizza Inn, located right across the street from the new Spartanburg High School.
Three receivers up top, dropping back to pass. Ramirez, ooh, I don't know who that was to. That was scary. And it's going to be a legal man downfield.
There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
Getting ready to have another one of those conversations where somebody gets shafted usually when it's over. And I believe you're going to be right, Will. I believe that's going to be an eligible receiver downfield.
I saw it.
And it is. So it's loss of down and 5, I believe. So it's going to be a loss of down and 5-yard penalty, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 15 right now. Ramirez dropping back to pass, fires the ball. Dewberry with it. He gets down inside the 10 and is going to be stopped right at the 10-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd down now and about 7 yards to go. Again, definitely 2 down set territory right now, 5:21 and counting.
So make it 3rd and 6, 10-yard line.
Centurions have 3 receivers to the top of the screen. Ramirez keeps the ball. He goes straight up the middle. Dylan Ramirez is touchdown Centurions. So Centurions are on the board again. So Mason Dixon on to attempt the PAT. Matthew Hall is the holder. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
This extra point is brought to you by the Crawford's Restaurant, located in Cowpen, South Carolina. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Come by and see Travis Blackwell and his crew for good food, good friends, good fellowship. The Crawford Restaurant, proud sponsor of Broome High School athletics.
Our Cleeper Construction scoreboard now reads 5:03 remaining in your ball game, and the Woodruff Wolverines lead 49-42. A very, very important Larry's Trophies kickoff coming up. Mason the Magician Dixon up here. We'll see what he's got in his bag of tricks on this kickoff. Woodruff's got 10 people up within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. Wish he could hit a little 9-iron sandwich down there at about the 30 and get it to die right there. And that's about where he's going. And it's going to be fielded on the hop, and out of bounds is number 21 for Woodruff. That is Tyler Horton.
Kickoff was ran out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
This kickoff has been brought to you by Larry's Trophies. Go by and see our friend Terry Hall at Larry's Trophies on Highway 9 in Boyne Springs. This Broome Drive is brought to you by Stewart Paint Service, LLC. For your interior and exterior needs for your home or your business, contact Frankie Stewart or Chase Bridges.
All right, this is the big offensive series, so we're going to have a Stewart Paint series right here. Woodruff with the ball. Elmore bounces it outside. He's trying to get it up the field. He turns the corner and is going to be bumped out of field, and we've got Laundry.
And this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
All right, the Centurions are going to have a personal foul penalty tacked on to the run, so it's now going to be spotted at the Broome 39-yard line. Woodruff looking to get their play call right now. Have receivers to both sides. They're blocking back. Number 42 shifts over, goes in motion now. The running back steps up. He gets the snap. Elmore is going to be tackled and brought down right there. And so it's a 1-yard gain on the play.
38-yard line.
Trying to draw them off sides on the clock running, 4:23. Number 42 goes in motion. That is Stubbs. Now he shifts back to his tight end position. Here's a quick pass over the. Oh, and it's batted down on the play. Third down and 9. This is the defensive play of the game. Third down, 9 yards to go. Centurions up on the line of scrimmage now. Ten on the play clock. Let's see if he runs it down, and they're going to call timeout right here. And Will, I've looked out there, and I know I haven't made the call. I have not seen Noah Quinn out there tonight. Noah got hurt early in the game. I know he had an injury, though, but he has not played, gosh, since the first quarter, I don't think.
I think him and Dylan made the first tackle and he was out of there.
Wow. Okay. And we see down there Carlos Cohen down there on the training table right now for the Centurions. Have we got any update on the Union County game lately? If anybody's got that and wants to send it to me. All right, this is the play of the game on defense right now for the Centurions. You've got to have a stop right here and a chance to get the ball back with 4:06 remaining in the game. Centurions coming with a lot of players on the line of scrimmage. Dropping back to pass. Here comes the rush, and the pass is, he dropped the pass. It's incomplete. It's incomplete. Yes. I would like to see, and I believe that was our defensive player of the week, number 11, Jay Prater, on the good coverage then. So Woodruff now is going to have to kick the ball.
It was 20 minutes ago. I don't know what it is now.
Okay, don't know what the latest score is in that Union County game. Union County, next week, the Centurions play at play at Chapman. And they fake it. And they run a play that got the Centurions to jump off
It's
sides.
fourth down. And when you're trying to make that tough decision on whether to go for it or not, choose to go to.
But I don't know what they're signaling first down for. I don't think it's offsides is not a 9-yard penalty.
It's conveniently located at the east side of town on East Main Street and Dragby White Boulevard.
So it's still going to be 4th down and 4.
Also located in Inman and Duncan. Zaxby's is a proud sponsor.
They send the offense back on now. They're going for it. So it's 4th down and 4. Let's go, Centurions. Watch the ball. Don't jump off sides. Don't jump. Watch the shifts. 7 seconds, 6 seconds on the play clock. Now he's got the man open over the middle. Wow. And it's going to be a first down for Woodruff down at the 20-yard line, and we got laundry.
And this flag is brought to you by Memories Entertainment, LLC. If you're looking for a place to host a wedding, wedding rehearsal, banquet, or birthday party, or any other social event, call Christy Quinn at 864-491-7002. Proud sponsor of Broome Centurion football.
We're waiting to see what's going on here with the penalty flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Woodruff. that referee threw his flag back to the guy who threw it. I thought he was throwing another flag. I thought he was going to call something for somebody being on the field. Ball's going to be spotted back now at the 36-yard line. We've got 3 minutes, 51 seconds to go. Woodruff 49 and Broome 42. Centurions have all their timeouts left. Woodruff just converted a huge 4th and 4 play. Now they're saying wind the clock. It is first down and 10 yards to go. Woodruff taking their time right now. Play clock down to 15, 3:40 to go. Ball's going to be handed off in the backfield and gang tackle right there. And I guarantee you, that's Big Mikey Whitlow win on that play, Dylan Ramirez. Centurions, let's see, have used their first timeout.
This timeout is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. And when you're at Royal Stadium, take time out to stop by the Broome Athletic Booster Club stand to check out the latest in the fall Centurion apparel.
Want to take a minute to run through our sponsors by the Broome Athletic Booster Club, by Zaxby's, by Memories Entertainment, LLC, also by our friends at the Pizza Inn, by Kleeper Construction, by the Crawford Restaurant, by Larry's Trophies, Stewart Paint, LLC, Faces of Total Victory, Concoction Ministries, and Larry's Trophies. We appreciate all these sponsors who do a great job for us. Again, please go by and let our sponsors know how much you appreciate them helping us to be able to bring these games to them. And again, next week we will be on the road at Chapman, who has been in a heck of a fight tonight with Union County. It is fair week in Union County and a lot of crazy things going on down there. Two receivers up top, one to the bottom. Dropping back to pass, looking for receiver. He's going deep, throwing it down the middle. And it's incidental contact. They're wanting a flag, but you had two guys running down the field. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 yards right now. And you know what? That stopped the clock. That saved us a timeout. 3:12 remaining in your ball game. A one-possession game. The Woodruff Wolverines lead the Broome Centurions 49-42. Centurions need a turnover, need a stop, need a touchdown. All the above would be nice. 3 receivers are bunched to the top of the screen. 1 to the bottom, 1 back in the backfield. And we've got Laundry on the field. Is that delay of game?
There's a flag on the play, and this flag is brought to you by
They called timeout before. We're going to hold that flag because I think well, they're giving him a timeout, though. He may have picked it up, though. So they may have called the timeout before he threw the flag. So we're going to keep it right here. We have 3 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. The Wolverines are facing a 3rd down and 11 right now. Trying to find a way to run this clock out, up by 7 here in the final minutes of this ball game tonight. I would be interested in knowing if we're going to play a lot of hypothetical situations. If the Centurions could get a stop, if the Centurions could get the ball back, if the Centurions could score, would they go for 2? We're going for 2. Yes. Here we go. 3rd down. Huge play right here. Centurions look like they're coming after him. They loaded up on the line of scrimmage. Got to stay with your man. Firing one down the field. And knocked away. Knocked away by Dylan Ramirez. Dylan Ramirez with the huge defensive play then. Hey, I know I hadn't got a vote anymore, but I'd go with Dylan Ramirez for Defensive Player of the Game and Cam Moore for Offensive Player of the Week. 4th down now. Let's see if they try to draw the Centurions off. Please watch the ball. Please watch the ball. Fourth down, 11 yards to go for Woodruff. Dropping back to pass. There's a ball thrown down the middle, and it's knocked away by the Centurions. Let's see. That is Wilkins that made a key defensive play, Zion Wilkins. Hey, and thank you, Woodruff. You gave pretty good field position at the Broome 36-yard lines. The Centurions have 2:59 to try to either tie this thing up or send it to overtime.
The Centurions will start this possession first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This Broome Drive is brought to you by Stewart Paint Service, LLC, for your interior and exterior needs for your home or your business.
Here we go right here. Dewberry takes it on the handoff. He gets out to about the 40, and the ball's on the ground. Let's see, was he already down? Centurions got it back. Ball on the 35-yard line. 2:36. It's going to be second down and 12 yards to go right now. Ramirez dropping back to pass, fires it. He's got Dewberry open. He's got yardage. He's got a big gain, and he's going to be knocked at the 37-yard line. Jameer Dewberry out of the backfield, and it's a pizza in, first and 10. Looking to see what we're looking at right now. Don't know what's going on. Play clock down to about 15. What a ball game. Ramirez drops back. And that pass was intended then for Cam Moore. So it will bring up second down now.
That'll make it second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 10 at the 37. Centurions have 2 minutes and 12 seconds and have 2 timeouts left too. Dewberry up the middle. He's going to get it down close to the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and about 6 yards to go, a long 6. Clock running. 2 down territory for the Centurions. Oh, he threw that one right through Braxton's hands. And it's going to be fourth down now. That ball may have had a little too much steam on it. Play your game on offense right now. It is fourth down. $10 on the play clock. Got to watch the play clock now. You still got 2 timeouts left. Twins to both sides. And Ramirez is brought down from behind and going to be sacked on the play. Thank you. So the Centurions will be stopped on downs right here.
Woodruff will start this possession first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1:31 remaining in your ball game. Centurions have put up a heck of a fight tonight. Ball's handed off in the backfield right here and taken to the ground. Timeout will be called quickly by Broome. Number 10 on the carry then for Woodruff was Tribble, Jalen Tribble. Centurions have 1 timeout left. By the Broome Athletic Booster Club.
And when you're at Royal Stadium, take time out to stop by the Broome Athletic Booster Club stand to check out the latest in the fall Centurion apparel. It's fourth down. And when you're trying
And
to make that tough
we got to
decision on
get our
whether to
stop
go
in
for it or not,
fourth down commercial. We'll do it
choose
now.
to go to Zaxby's for some of that good old chicken or salad. Zaxby's is conveniently located on the east side of town on East Main Street, on John B. White Boulevard on the west side of town, and also located in Inman and in Duncan. Zaxby's is a proud sponsor of high school football.
All righty, back to action. Here we go.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. The Centurions have one timeout left. 1:26 remaining in your ball game. Ball's going to be handed off to running back in the backfield. He gets out to the 40, and the Centurions will quickly call their final timeout.
Number 77, Stephen Odell on the tackle.
1:21 remaining here.
This timeout is brought to you by the Broome Athletic Booster Club. And when you're at Royal Stadium, take time out to stop by the Broome Athletic Booster Club stand to check out the latest in the fall Centurion apparel.
Next week, the Centurions will wrap up the regular season at Chapman. Don't know if we've gotten any kind of final score tonight on the Chapman game. We know that the last report we got, Chapman was losing at Union County. It was Fair Week in Union County. So, again, crazy things go on down there, though. But have not gotten a final score. If anybody's got one, let us know what's going on with that game right down there. So, again, big third down right here. The Centurions are trying to find a way to force a turnover, if at all possible. Okay, our last score was Union scored on a pick six, 35-28. 3 minutes to go in the game, and up the sidelines and going to be knocked out of bounds quickly. And that was Elmore quickly up the field. They came back while we were at timeout and ran a quick play while we were at the timeout. And Elmore was able to bust the big run, and it looks like now all they got to do, Woodruff's got to do, is just try to run the clock out. Woodruff looks like they're in a victory formation now and will just take a knee. And that's what they're going to do. Broome cannot stop the clock. And a valiant effort tonight by the Centurions. Again, they're going to come up inches short tonight. This is a heartbreaker for the Broome Centurions because they played as hard as they could play tonight, and they're gonna be a little bit short, it looks like. Woodruff set to just fall on it again. Play up, play clock down. And this is a class move by the Woodruff Wolverines. There's some teams that would have went on and tried to punch in another score, but again, I give kudos to the coaching staff from Woodruff that there was no need to do that. And your final score tonight is going to be the Woodruff Wolverines 49 and the Broome Centurions 42. Centurions will round out the regular season next week at Chapman, who is losing right now with 3 minutes to go in the game, 35-28. So we will see what happens with that. Again, sportsmanship being displayed right now by both teams after a hard-fought game. Again, I want to take this opportunity again to thank all of our sponsors. As you can see them right here, we will be with you for the season finale next week. Our final score here tonight was Woodruff 49 and Broome 4.